Happy Friday night to you as we close the books on the 10th installment of the World Series of Bowling with the rare International Team Showdown. Here now, your 10 rollers for the third ever USA versus the World match.
This is USA versus the world, representing the world, leading off a multi-continent international champion from Australia, Sam Cooley. A three-time champion on the European Bowling Tour from Sweden, Pontus Andersson. A three-time PBA Tour champion from Colombia, Andres Gomez. Three-time World Bowling Writers Bowler of the Year from England, Don Barrett. Anchoring, a four-time PBA Player of the Year from Australia, Jason Belmonte. The world captain, PBA Hall of Famer, Amleto Monicelli. Representing the United States of America. Leading off, former PBA Rookie of the Year and 10-time champion, Bill O'Neill. Come on. He bowled collegiately at Lindenwood University, Kyle Sherman. Come on, let's do it today. Come on. A two-time PBA Tour champion, Tom Daugherty.
Let's go, guys. Let's do this. Let's do it. Let's go get him.
The youngest player ever to win 2 major titles, Anthony Simonsen. The anchor, former PBA Player and Rookie of the Year, EJ Tackett. USA captain, PBA Hall of Famer, Marshall Holman.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you.
And it's another sellout here at historic Thunderbowl Lanes, just outside downtown Detroit. Glad you're with us tonight. Rob Stone, the Hall of Famer, Randy Peterson here with you. For years, the PBA was dominated by American talent, but right now, it's Jason Belmonte's world, and we're just living in it. The Australian, he creates the headlines. He's the guy who is moving the needle right now for the PBA.
Can I do some name dropping?
Please.
How about Williams Jr., Earl Anthony, Norm Duke, Pete Weber.
Legends.
Mark Roth. You're going to have to add Jason Belmonte to that list. He's completely dominated this year's World Series of Bowling, and he's led every major this season. Nobody's ever done that on the PBA Tour. Rob, by far the biggest name in the sport of bowling today.
So he's essentially your captain for the world team. Who's he going against today?
He's going against his tour roommate,
yes,
Bill O'Neill.
His best buddy, Bill O'Neill. Those two downstairs with Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, guys. So these guys are not only roommates, good friends, but they were also doubles partners. And just a few short weeks ago, we saw you guys in the doubles championship together. So I got to ask you, what's it like going up against your doubles partner? Because one of you is going to walk away with some serious clout tonight.
Yeah, I mean, William's one of my best friends, and we know each other's game really well, but we also leave everything out on the lane. So win or lose, once we get back in the car and we drive to wherever we're going, it's business as usual as friends. And that's something that I really appreciate and cherish from the guy. Love the guy. Don't hope he bowls well right now, but you know, I hope when we bowl together, he bowls well, and against me, bowls bad.
All right, Jason, thank you so much. What do you think about what he said?
Well, he's the only person I let call me William. So I think that says a lot about our friendship. But I hope he splits every time he throws the ball in the lane today.
Well, there you you have it. We're going to wish you guys the best of luck today. Guys, we're going to throw it back to you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
There's a reason we wanted to hear from those two guys at the start of the show, right? So
Absolutely.
Here's how USA versus the world works. It's 2 best-of-3 Baker team matches. If we're tied 1-1, you'll see a 1-ball roll-off to determine your match winner. If the team split 2 matches, another 1-ball roll-off to determine the winner. And if we can't determine it with 1-ball roll-off, we'll go to another.
Yeah.
Then another, and then another if necessary.
A great chance of having roll-offs tonight. 42-foot Mark Roth oil pattern. Watch the players play right around third arrow to start, and as the lanes break down, they're just going to migrate in. But this is going to be a very high-scoring oil pattern.
All right, let's bowl, Randall. You ready for this?
I am.
Closing the books on really what's been a wonderful World Series of bowling.
Yeah.
Great stories have emerged. Jason Belmonte continuing to cement his place in the current Mount Rushmore of bowling.
Seen some youngsters do some great things. EJ Chapman, Kyle Sherman, who we'll see tonight, and then obviously his first win by Chris Prather a couple nights ago.
Sam Cooley batting leadoff for the world. Leaves the 7th.
Baker format, each player will get 2 frames, so Sam Cooley will bowl the 1st and 6th frame, and so on down the line. Very important, picking the right anchor bowler. Finishing the 10th frame for your team. EJ Tackett for USA, and for the world team,
Who else?
right? That guy.
Jason Belmonte. Cooley takes care of that. Up first, the real deal. Bill, don't call me William O'Neill.
Had a great match against Chris Prather, the Scorpion Championship.
Finished 3rd the other night.
Yeah, good start. He's been in this position before, though. The Elias Cup, he led off for his team.
I might have moved a little too much.
Member of the Dallas Strikers last year.
Here's Pontus Andersson. Has never made a TV finals appearance, so say hello, America, to Pontus.
Exactly. Ever.
That's how you say hello.
That's how you throw a strike. That's how you throw a strike. Come on.
And I'll buy you when a guy on the PGA Tour misses a 2-footer,
Right.
he starts tamping down on the grass like a spike mark did it. Hey, you know what? 9 spare or 3 spare. When you're on a strike, it's all good. No count lost.
Somebody get the kid a water.
The one thing you can always count on is great commentary from Bill O'Neill.
Andres Gomez finished 2nd the other night to Belmo and the Chameleon.
Guaranteed he'll have the slowest speed on his team. That's his A game, is to slow hook it. So he goes through the nose, leaving the 3-6. Changing to a plastic spare ball that does not curve.
So the world team remains clean.
Feels low, too low.
Too slow?
Yeah. 15 minus 1 shot is...
Yeah. Thumb's going to fit right around.
Tom Daugherty, yeah, play the crowd, kid, play the crowd. He does know that I'm calling this, doesn't he? You know, if that was a 7-10, I was getting yelled at.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, 100%.
You're his like kryptonite, aren't you?
I feel like somebody should let him know that I am working this event. Yeah, Tom and I have, we're frenemies. Fair?
Yes.
95% of the time, the 10-pin conversion is made on the tour.
Tom, a very good spare shooter.
Quality frame. Good shot.
Actually uses his thumb in a spare ball, does not use his thumb on a strike ball.
Barrett, 7th at the Cheetah this week. He's the only competitor, Randy, to have competed in all 3 World versus USA competitions.
Yep. Good shot, ring 10. You see just how deep the players are already. And that's just after practice, but they're all in the 4th arrow and trying to feed it out to 8, 9, 10 board down lane, which is right around 2nd arrow. But as Kyle Sherman showed us, the lanes are nowhere close to being easy. You get it too far right and you get 3. Look out.
Missed it.
Oh.
Check it off. Come on. Check it off.
Sorry, fellas.
Get away. All the way, guys. Come on. All the way.
Anthony Simonsen up 4th for the U.S. side. Finished 16th at the World Championship, which wrapped up last night. Good strike for the U.S. side.
Beautiful.
That's the one. All right, Anthony. Great
All
shot.
the way out to the 6th board.
There we go.
It's probably about as far right as you can get it before that icy cliff shows up and the ball falls off of it.
Anchor time here as we open up the 5th. Jason Belmonte. Tuesday, won the Chameleon. 16th at the Scorpion.
Yeah, the hard part about Baker, Rob, is the time in between shots.
Too much. Strike for Belmo.
I timed that perfectly. When the beat dropped, I let the ball go. It was like the perfect timing. When the beat dropped, I let the ball go. I didn't mean to. It was just perfect.
Ball splits the 8 and the 9. And now EJ Tackett working on a strike for the USA.
USA up 11. Lead gets pushed.
That's the one. That's the shot. That's the shot. There we go. All right.
3 strikes, including in the last 2 frames for the U.S. side. They've got an early lead on the world team. We conclude match 1 next.
Just got an alert from Monster for a great job. Might be out of here soon.
Let me know when that happens. Let me know when that happens.
The PBA on FS1 is sponsored by Go Bowling for promotional offers, tips to improve your game, news, or to locate a bowling center near you. Log on to gobowling.com. That's the view of Detroit from Windsor, Ontario. Canadians actually have to drive north to get to Detroit, only major city in America north of Canada. We welcome you back inside the sold-out Thunderbowl Lanes here in Allen Park, Michigan, just outside of Detroit. Another standing room only crowd here for the World Series of Bowling. Randy, let's go back.
Hey, I know that guy.
1989 Touring Players Championship. I'm Little Mona Chile taking care of Brian Voss.
You believe when that guy came out on tour, they tried to change his game?
Bad idea.
Yeah.
Marshall Holman, the winning shot there at the 1976 TOC. Took care of Billy Hardwick. Here's the 2 managers with Kimberly.
Oh, I love seeing those videos. So do these guys and the entire crowd here. So, Marshall, you were the captain last year, but the only returning player is Bill O'Neill. Why did you decide to put him first and EJ in the last spot?
Well, I like Bill from a standpoint of experience, and he likes to be the leadoff man. And as far as EJ Tackett as my anchor, he's a big moment player, and I'm looking for him to come through in the big moments.
And how much do you enjoy coaching this team?
Well, it's a lot of fun. I don't so much coach them. I'm their captain. I'm their cheerleader. I'm there to support them. I'm there to be enthusiastic for them. But they know what they're doing.
They sure do. Thank you so much for your time, Marshall. So, Leto, I have to ask you, that left lane is being a little bit tricky for your team. What advice did you give them?
Well, they know what to do. My advice was more on the mental game to keep the emotions stable, whether we're doing great or not so great. and I think that's the key to win.
Well, I know that this is not the first team that you have coached. You have experience in coaching. So how much did you take from that to help with these guys?
Well, I've been coaching with Born Revolutions, Bob Leonard Jr., and also the Dominican Republic national team. And it's a different experience because it's a lot of work with the physical and, you know, strategy to spurs and all that. Here is more mental.
And how confident is your team?
Oh, it's very confident. They're ready.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
So the world team is going to remain on that left lane for the entirety of this game.
Yeah.
And then the two sides flip lanes.
Right. Hey, and just an FYI.
Yes, sir.
If the world needed a sub, Amleto could step right in and they wouldn't miss a beat. He's still that good.
I'd buy that.
Yeah.
Sounds 100% correct. So here's Sam Cooley from New South Wales, Australia, a couple hours away from where Belmonte lives. Had a 9 spare in the first. Here he is to start the 6th. The world team down 21 pins in game 1 of match 1.
Interesting pin carry as he blows the fire out on those 2 fingers. Nice shot there, doubling up and cutting into the deficit. Watch this pin action. Wow. That ball hits the pocket. There was 4 pins standing at one time.
Bill O'Neill struck in the first. Struck in the 6th.
Real good with his speed and his touch on that shot.
There you go. They put my jam on and I got pumped up.
Good adjustment. Yeah. Just a little lighter on the speed?
A little bit.
All right, here's Pontus Andersson. He hails from Sweden.
Yeah.
The city/town that he's from is spelled N-A-S-S-J-O. Again,
Right.
N-A-S-S-J-O. So you eyeball it and you say, Nasho, Nasjo.
Yeah.
Instead, you say, Necha. One more time.
Necha.
More, give me more.
Necha.
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 Necha, Sweden.
Yeah. Necha.
Back-to-back jacks.
Yeah.
For the young man from Necha, it's Sweden.
It took me a while to get that down.
Kyle Sherman here in the 7th. You know what we got there, Randy?
Tell me.
We got an American ham bone.
Tinkle.
That looked like your spare ball.
Yeah, I didn't move off the spare shot.
All right.
No, I
Lead at 21 for the U.S. team. Andres Gomez had an 8 spare in the 3rd frame. That's 4 in a row.
Yeah, the guys are heating up now.
It's nice to see these guys in a team atmosphere.
It is.
So much of it is just an individual life out here on the tour, 1 versus 1, you versus the pins, and now there's somebody in your corner.
Yeah.
Somebody you can high five, somebody who's cheering you on, somebody who can help you out.
Somebody actually rooting for you other than yourself.
Right. Tom Daugherty, 9 spare in the 3rd frame. Here he is in the 8th. Did not like it.
And now you know why.
Take one of them.
You see that break point was at 9.1 where the rest of the guys have been out around the 6-7 board. So this is inside a target for Tom, and he knew it. And he paid the price. I don't think the 4-6 has ever been made on television. I'd like to see Tom do it.
It's all right. It's all right, Steph.
My bad. Break me up, fellas. My bad.
World team has now taken the lead. Rob, Don Barrett can extend it to 13. Max score 248 for the world team, and for the USA team, max score 235.
Remember, Dom open frame in the 4th.
Oh, man.
Really?
I just won that.
I got your back on this one, Dom.
Watch the ball go right by the 9-pin, right there, Rob.
Are you kidding me?
It actually nicked it.
Yeah, it did. It's
Yeah.
wobbling a little bit.
Yeah.
Curls that one in. Yep.
Never worked for that in English.
Missed the single pin conversion in the 4th frame, able to get this one in the 9th. So we go to the 10th. I'm sorry, we close out the 9th with the U.S. team, the Lumberjack, Anthony Simonsen.
I like that.
6 tour titles, 2 of them majors.
I like your other adjective for him, grizzly.
He just nailed that one.
That's a great shot. He sets up the 10th frame for EJ Tackett. To where EJ can double in the 10th and take game 1.
That's big.
Tight one. Could we see a roll-off?
2-pin advantage for Team World, but USA is working on a strike in the 9th.
Belmo working off a spare in the 10th.
And he gets the 9 to go. All right, fellas. Come on.
4-time Player of the Year. He's not too far away from making it 5-time Player of the Year the way he's been rolling through 2019.
Yeah, get in there.
Back to back. He's been nothing but strikes so far. He's got one more effort here in the 10th.
And Rob, let's not forget how these 10 players qualified for this event. As we take a look at the 6 going to the sidewall and slapping the 10 pin into concussion protocol. All 10 players qualified by having the highest averages for 30 games of qualifying on 3 different oil patterns, the 3 animal patterns.
Wow, strong finish from Belmo. So the world team in the books with a 227.
That forces EJ Tackett to get the first 2 strikes in the 10th frame. Anything less, and Team World will take game 1.
To get to the TV show, not there. We saw his frustration boil over, a moderate boil over a couple times, and here he is getting the trust of the manager, the captain, Marshall Holman, to say, hey, you're my guy. You're my guy who's going to close us out in the 10th.
EJ's not afraid. EJ's not afraid. He's clutch. Beautiful shot here. That swing goes outside the in. Perfect balance. Carries the 10. And the USA takes game 1. Needs 3.
9 will do it. Oh, come from behind win for the U.S. side.
Great finish.
Tackett, kid, clutch in the 10th.
All right, fellas. Let's start.
USA takes an early lead in match 1. They go up 1-0. 2 matches are needed to win. The celebration was worthy because Tackett stepped up and dominated the 10th. Game 2 next.
What kind of world do you want to live in?
I want to bring families closer together.
I want to bring pride back to our communities.
I want people to wear what they want.
I want us to be free to talk about mental health.
I want humanity to reconnect with nature.
I want sustainable to be the solution, not the alternative.
Make the world you want. You've got the power, we've got the tools.
The 2019 FIFA Women's World Cup kicks off this June. All eyes on Alex Morgan, Carly Lloyd, and the U.S. Women's National Team. They're your defending champs. They're off to France looking to win a historic 4th Women's World Cup title. All matches live on Fox and FS1. Could not be more excited about that tournament this summer.
Defending champs?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
They won it in Canada 4 summers ago. I'm off to Paris in a couple weeks for that.
And you're not taking me with you, are you?
You did not make the invite list.
I don't know.
Sorry about that. But I might be able to find a room down the street for you at a local hostel if you're interested.
I think I'm too old for that.
No.
Really?
Not with your boyish good looks.
Oh,
You're
okay.
fine.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, you're all right.
That'll be fun, you and me. And
yeah, we'll get the gang back together.
Yeah. Do
you know anything about soccer?
Yeah, they use their feet a lot.
Yes, they do. Bill O'Neill. Oh, really? Really? Yeah! Get down! Get in your home!
You just gotta hit it.
Little teaser shot.
Same angle as you had.
I know.
You gotta hit it.
I didn't mind that.
You just gotta hit it a little.
It took a while.
Hey, doesn't hurt to have a little luck every now and then.
Come on, come on, come on. Ah! Face first into the wood.
8-pin does a little face plant.
That was horrible. Stay here, Milton.
Some great analysis. Cooley, you're in game 2.
Watch this follow through, Rob. Oh, a little fast and firm and 210.
You gotta throw him. Give it a little shape, fellas.
Watch the follow through go left and then back to the right, Rob. Very unique follow through. Inside, and then watch this to his left, and then back to the right. Almost looks like he's getting ready to take flight.
Right? Yeah, or a karate chop
Yeah.
or something. 210 converted 15% of the time. Ooh, not a bad effort.
Almost bounced it out.
Get off.
Let's go. All the way, guys. All the way.
Oh, we shouldn't have moved that much.
Still talking about it.
Kyle Sherman has gained some fans this week, hasn't he?
He sure has.
You can hear it in the crowd.
Good young player. Looks like he's 12. He's actually, I think, 25.
He got his hair cut for this show.
Did he?
Great shot. Remington.
I got you.
Paying for my sins. Sorry.
Well, here's how the 5-team USA squad was selected through qualifying. You take the top 5 Americans and the top 5 international players. So there's 2, 3, 4, and then Simonsen and Sherman tied for 5th overall. That's overall
for 30
qualifying.
games.
Yeah,
right.
you notice a number 1 was missing. That's because he's over on the world team.
Yeah.
Sherman, 9 spare.
BJ Moore actually missed this competition by 1 pin. He finished 6th. Well, 7th because you had a tie for 5th.
Andersson's got he's got a glove there, Randy.
Yes, he does. 3-time champion on the European Tour.
I can't remember the last time I saw a glove. It's a ball to drop. He's been nothing but strikes here. Oh, by the way.
I gotta put it right.
That was a good shot. You don't pick up to the right.
It's gonna pick up.
Nice break here. The big 4 standing, and now it's down. But the big 4 was looking at him for a second. TD.
Tom Daugherty, 44-year-old, 18th year on the tour.
See that 4.1 down lane? Little
Pretty good shot.
too far right. Maybe just about 1.5 inches too far to the right for Tom. You can see it right there. It gets to that wiggle spot where you run into more oil than dry, and that's why the ball couldn't afford to take a 1-pin lead early.
Now, how many did you move?
It's 1-1.
That's a little bit
slow.
It was a little slow.
He goes back with intel to give to his teammates.
Belmonte was asking for it.
First thing he asked him, what was the move? He said, well, I moved 2 and 1, meaning he moved 2 boards left with his feet and 1 with his target.
Nothing but strikes for Simonsen as well tonight.
he's got a new name now.
I think you can honestly stay the same.
No.
I moved one back to the right.
Grizzly Adams.
Grizzly Simonsen.
Still following the other way. Yep. So I moved one back to the right because of what his did, but I think he could stay the same.
Sounds good. What makes team bowling so great is going back and giving some information to your teammates.
Dom gets his first strike of the competition.
Shot there.
4. I made sure to get my hand around it too.
Yeah,
That's much anyway.
Cute, that one.
Yes, he did.
Kid clutch. EJ Tackett stepped up in the 10th in game 1. Dropped a double to give the U.S. the 234-227 win.
Kid clutch. I like that.
EJ.
He is so good, so talented. Number 2 in my book, out here.
Hi, guys.
Behind this man?
Behind this guy.
Four strikes already for Belmonte tonight. Messenger right in the front of 10.
Look at that angle. Look at the strike track on the right side of your screen next time Belmonte gets up, and look at that line going down and showing you just how extreme the angle is that he's playing.
The anchor of the world team. Nine spare. Just about halfway through game 2, and it's all level. It's a game the world team must win to force a roll-off. We'll wrap it up when we return to Allen Park, Michigan. Welcome back to the PBA on FS1. USA versus the world here from Thunderbowl Lanes, just outside of Detroit. We're about halfway through game number 2. Fox Sports Supports, proud to partner with Action for Healthy Kids, a nonprofit organization working to improve children's health and well-being in schools nationwide. To find out how to involve your local school in Every Kid Healthy Week this April 22nd to the 26th, all you need to do is visit actionforhealthykids.org. Glad you're back here with us. Rob Stone and the Hall of Famer Randy Peterson with you. Time now for our Go Bowling with Randy segment. This time we're going to talk about what the pros are looking at when they're eyeing an oil pattern.
Yeah, I had trouble figuring it out back in my playing days, but every week out on the PBA Tour, there's a lane graph that the laneman puts out so that the players get an idea just on what they're playing on. And let me kind of try to explain this to you as best I can, but notice how the oil is much flatter here than it is here in the middle. So this would be the outside part of the lane. The high peak is in the middle. So you have a more concentration of oil in the middle part of the lane than you do in the outsides. And so as a bowler, you look for that to try to get an idea of where to play on that particular oil pattern. But there's 3 main points that you always want to remember when looking at a lane graph. The length, we're bowling on 42 feet, the Mark Rock pattern, the amount of oil, how many milliliters are being used, and the oil type. And this will always help you put an arsenal of equipment together. But first and foremost, at the end of the day, you always have to rely on one thing, Rob. Let your bowling ball be your guide. Check this out. You can actually get a pretty good idea of where the players are playing just by looking at the traffic right there around 4th arrow.
Yeah, let's see
this here.
Skid mark has cleared it out,
right?
We begin the 6th right now. Things all level, Randy.
Yeah,
but the U.S. can max at 268
right, never mind.
as they're working off a strike. The world can do no better than a 258.
Pretty good opening match here when EJ Tackett steps up in the 10th and doubles to win game 1, and we're all tied up in this game. Remember the Dallas Strikers last year? was Bill O'Neill.
Well, he has not missed. Not missed tonight.
I'm just curious, was that to your liking? Beat it.
Come back over here.
He's smack talking to somebody over there, I think.
They give me a hard
has to be
time.
Belmonte.
Yeah, right?
It's giving me a hard time over there. Real strengths. Yeah, get out of here. Punks.
Yo, it is. Bill O'Neill is just tired of fetching Belmo's coffee. That's all it is.
I think you're right. All right, watch the follow through. A lot of power, though, Sam Cooley possesses. Shot.
Never had an open frame in the first. It's the ball to drop here in the sixth.
I just moved one right at the feet.
Oh, just
He's cyborg-like, you know?
Nice.
It's like flatlining.
I just moved back one right, so that way it went straight over.
I think that pulse has changed at all since we started.
No, I don't think it's changed in a decade. Kyle Sherman from just outside St. Louis in O'Fallon, Missouri. 25-year-old, third year on the tour. Come on, 10. Think about it. Think about it.
Same thing he left last time. He was up.
Perfect shot.
.95% of the time, the 10-pin is dropped. But we've seen a few instances of the 5% of the time where it hasn't been.
Yeah, like game one when Barrett missed one.
Come on, great shot.
Do you think you get into a little quicker ball from there?
Try it.
Pontus Andersson. Again, does it provide you?
It's just a feel thing for him. It makes the ball feel a little bit more comfortable in his hand.
It's been rough sledding for our man Tom Daugherty here. 9 spare, open spare. That's what he's done so far tonight. There you go. Real unique setup, delivery, and fist pump there.
Tell you what, he's a fun guy. And that was a beautiful shot. That looked like it was going to strike as soon as he left his hand.
No, do that. Yes, whatever that was. I just moved a little one and one left.
That's a devilish grin.
It's like your first strike ever.
Yeah, it was. Four Ks, the worst thing that ever happened to us. Yeah, it's terrible.
So Gomez struck in the third. He's won in this arena before, was second earlier this week in another event. It's all 10 to go down.
He's healthy again, and it's good to see him bowling well.
Muy bien.
And Amleto says muy bien.
Translation, of course, is excellent shooting, keep it going.
Exactly.
The Grizzly Bear, Simonsen.
Unlucky.
Great shot.
Another shot we see on the left lane where the ball goes right by the 9-pin. I think it was Belmonte. Was it Belmonte? No, it wasn't Belmonte. It was Barrett.
Yeah. Who actually looked like
game
he nicked
one.
it.
Yeah.
Simonsen takes care of that, the native of Little Elm, Texas.
Great shot. Great shot.
Barrett up now in the 9th.
I moved too. Did you? Yeah, I moved
His
back
team down 21.
Max score for Team World, 226. Max score for the USA, 227. Were we just talking about Dom leaving a stone 9 game one? That looked a little left. Well, the pins must have heard me. Because this time he gets a kick off the wall. It caves in the 9. Watch this. Bam! Get out of my face!
Was that the head pin? I can't tell.
I don't know. It was so fast.
We've had a couple of those this week where we've had to go back and look and relook and relook and relook and say, what? I don't know where that pin came from.
The BJ Moore.
Right.
Oh, no.
Sorry, guys. Way off target.
Oh, no.
This could cost them.
Yeah, if he doesn't convert, Team World will only need good count and a mark. Just got it too far to the right. These spares will be in the 2 teens with good count. Looks good. Ooh, unlucky. He wrapped the head pin around the 10.
Great shot. Great shot.
USA done with a 202.
Watch this, head pin. Goes right around the 10, doesn't catch it. 202 now for USA. Good count and a mark for the world team. And they'll tie this up. And we'll go to a roll-off.
Oh! Look at the sliding messenger. Took him out in the shin.
That's class.
Pure filth. Watch this head pin come screaming across. You owe me money. That was so dirty.
We've had some aggressive messengers this week. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, it's okay.
We will have a roll-off.
So the world is going to take game 2 of match 1. And now the captain / managers come into play. Who's going to take that 1-ball roll-off? Belmo cleans that up. So 213, 202. Things are even, so we go to a 1-ball roll-off, which could obviously be extended. One player from each team steps up, gets 1 shot. If they are even, we go to your second selection, and then your third, fourth, and fifth. Can't reuse the same player until everybody on your team has gone through. And it looks like Tackett will be the one for the U.S. The U.S. won the coin toss. They were able to select who goes first, and they said, let's take it. Let's keep it at home. So Tackett will be up. Again, Tackett just struggled last time we saw him.
It was just an errant shot. He got it too far to the right, and he knew it.
You got this.
I look for a much better delivery on this one.
Kid clutch drops them all.
We'll let you guys down twice, boys.
I like going first as well. A good decision by the USA to put the pressure back on Team World.
Belmo must strike.
Remember, his last shot went light, Rob, after that atomic messenger. Nothing light about that.
No, sir. Roll off number 2.
No.
Simonsen up for the red, white, and blue. Simonsen and Dom Barrett here in our second ball roll-off.
Simonsen's last trip up, remember the solid 9 where the ball went right by it? Wow.
All right.
9 or better, and Barrett and the world team wins match 1.
Got it inside just a little bit, and on that left lane that's been pesky throughout the World Series,
Both wins have come on the right lane.
Yep.
At least tonight, and you're right, throughout the course of this week at the World Series, that left lane has been problematic for so many. Barrett for the win. And the world takes it.
Pretty good there.
What's up, boys? Have some confidence.
Well done, fellas. Pretty good there.
Well done, boys. Great fight back, fellas. Well done. That was nuts.
Dom Barrett for the win. Needed 9. He'll take 10. Up 1-0. Simonsen, second roll-off ball, went with an 8. Barrett took them all down for the win. Match 1 goes to the world team. Dom Barrett with the winning shot, standing by with Kimberly Pressler.
Thanks, Rob. So, Dom, you guys had a slow start in that first match, but you guys came back, won the second match, forced a roll-off, and you came up huge for your team with that strike to win it. Talk to me about how this momentum is going to carry you into the next match.
Yeah, it's nice just to be around the guys. They're so good. It's unfortunate Anthony threw that bad shot there, but it didn't really matter which one of us got up and struck. Obviously, Belmonte had the strike before and finish off the 10th frame in the game. So I think we have a lot of good players. Happy to be a part of the team and just want to, like you said, keep this momentum going. Bowling like this, I know from first-hand experience, it's all about momentum. Now we have it and we're going to keep it.
Now, just a few minutes ago, I saw you guys over there talking as a team. You want to tell me what you were saying?
No, that's between us, but it is actually bowling related this time. It's about the 2 lanes, so we kept it clean.
All right. Thank you so much for your time, Dom.
So Dom and the world team, led by Jason Belmonte, with the lead. The U.S. on the home lanes, but backs against the wall. They take to the hardwood next. Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler back here with you from Thunderbowl Lanes in Allen Park, Michigan, just outside Detroit. Another packed house here as the World Series of Bowling wraps up the 5th of 5 straight nights in prime time. We're going to have our Ebonite flashback to the last USA versus the World match, 2017 in Reno. Bill O'Neill, Kyle Troop, Matt McNeil, Ryan Simonelli, Tom Smallwood defeated the world team that was led by Jason Belmonte 2-0. U.S. won the first game in that best-of-3 format. Went on to complete the sweep. Had a nearly perfect 279 in game 2. Bill O'Neill getting ready, though, to start match number 2. The red, white, and blue won the opening game of our opening match by 7. Fell in the second, forced a roll-off. Sam Cooley hits the rock first. That guy could be in a burning house and yawn.
Okay. I love it.
Hey, he's just got this stone-cold look of nothing phases him.
Boy.
He's actually a really good guy. And I thought the same thing when I first met him. I'm like, hello? Anybody home? But Sam's really a nice kid.
Sam starts with the strike. Bill O'Neill for the USA side.
Chips the 4-9 into each other.
Who are you to talk? Who are you to talk? You look at me.
Almost.
Boy, Bill.
Almost got his back to O'Neill. The disrespect.
I reacted. Okay. Fair bit. All right, Pontus. Judging by a couple of Dom shots, that lane's got pushed and go away.
So again, the Swede, Pontus Andersson. On that left lane.
A little slow.
Han måste ha lite stil.
He got it. He got it.
Randy, translation?
I have no idea what he said.
Come on, man.
He said, maybe I should move my feet a couple boards to the left.
Say it like you mean it, own it, and you're right. You're factually correct. 9 spare for Pontus Andersson.
Come on. I had that feel.
Yeah, like my speed is.
All right, Kid Dynamite, Kyle Sherman here.
You've got all the nicknames working for you today.
Making them up as I go along.
I love it. Kid Dynamite.
I'm writing that one down. That might stick.
Three of those in a row.
Shotgun.
Almost looks like his bowling ball is rolling out before it gets to the pocket, meaning that it starts to curve and then it kind of stops. Watch this motion. Heavy rolling up the back, and then kind of stops just a little bit. Got an oil ring on that urethane bowling ball, Rob.
Cleans that one up.
If you wrench on it that hard, how do you ring 10? Either goes early, goes high, or it goes far.
Yeah, I moved 2 and 1.
Okay.
He said he moved 2 and 1. That means 2 boards left with his feet, 1 board left with his target.
Gomez in the third. Things all even.
Shot. You see? Did you see how they? You see?
So him and O'Neal are going at it. O'Neal tripped the 4-9 and Gomez goes high flush, and now he's getting. I know. Now he's giving it to O'Neal.
No, you know what Gomez is saying? He's like, "This is not my world. I don't do the smack talk.
Yeah,
I don't enjoy this. Can we just go have a cafe au lait or something like that? A cafe con leche?" There you go, Tommy D.
There we go. There we go.
You moved. I did move 2 and 1 from what I was doing.
Tom rolls it up on his wrist. No thumb. And then opens up that hand.
So the U.S. team watches Don Barrett, who was the hero just moments ago, winning the roll-off, giving worlds. Match 1, there's another strike for the Englishman.
All right.
Been pretty solid the last few shots, hasn't he?
I mean, I took 1, I think I've drifted left on it. Played it like went up the lane.
We talk about the players moving, and they talk about the 2 and 1 moves. Remember, folks, that the players get up on the approach and they look down to see where they're putting their feet. They don't just stand in a random spot. They know exactly where they're standing and where they're looking on every shot thrown. Wow.
All right, come on.
Didn't anticipate that much hook, and he goes right through the nose. So he's going to try to get his bowling ball over here to the right side of the 3, pin the ball, take out the 6. He'll throw that 3 over into the 4-7. One in 5 times this is made.
Hey, Randy, guess what that is?
Tell me.
It's worthy of your hammer tough spare replay.
And it's very worthy. Exactly how I drew it up. Simonsen slides the 3 over into the 4-7. And there you go. Well done.
Yeah, that 7-pin got tag teamed.
Yeah. Got ganged up on. Uh-oh.
Pick it up.
4-9, how do you attack it, Randy?
You get the ball over here to the left side of the 4-pin, and you skinny it over into the 9. try.
Too skinny.
All right. Let's go all the way, guys.
Well, I thought that was going to go like high flush. I didn't think it was going to hook that much. I moved one. Yeah, I moved one. Just floated it down there.
27.
First open frame of this match.
Try the other thumb.
Player of the year a couple years ago was EJ Tackett. He is the anchor for this USA team.
Shot.
Well, the oil's transition and
good shot
has basically broken down to the point where the players really need to make a bigger move to the left to find a little bit more oil to keep the ball on line. As you can see the track on the lane, players need to get to the left of that.
Good pitch. Shot.
Another tight one here in Detroit. World team versus the USA side. Must-win territory for the red, white, and blue. We'll wrap up game 1 of match 2 next. Flow Bowling is the exclusive home of PBA's Extra Frame, features live streaming of all Go Bowling PBA Tour and PBA 50 Tour events. Next up on Flow Bowling, live coverage of the tour's next major, the USBC Masters. Will be there, Randy, in Vegas. All the action starts on Wednesday, so don't miss out. Get that subscription today.
I watched a lot of the World Series this year on Flow Bowling. Got a lot of great information, and
What are you doing?
like listening to some of the other players do some of the commentary.
Did you enjoy it?
I thoroughly enjoy it, and I think one of my favorites is Stu Williams. Whether he's tweeting or doing Flow Bowling, I like listening to Stu.
Yeah, unfortunately, Stu's had a lot of time to tweet this week. We were looking forward to trying to see him on TV.
Yeah.
And I have seen a barrage of tweets from him. Here's Cooley.
Unlucky.
Shot.
A little light in the pocket. Doesn't get the messenger. And with a spare, they'll be trailing by 5. All right, so question. Rob?
I'm with you.
Sam Cooley wins the lottery. Facial expression changes?
No, you're looking at it right there.
There's a smile?
No, that's it. Hand was up. I think he took an extra breath. And there it is. He knows he's set for life financially. Can't you see it on his face?
I did.
Hey, Sam, here's a new puppy. Anything?
That's all right. He moved probably too much. But remember, his teammates went high right in front of him. And that's what he was going off of. Execution was fine. Switches to a urethane spare ball.
As a righty, would you rather go after the single pin spare 7 or 10?
For me, it didn't matter.
Didn't matter.
Okay.
For amateurs, it
Push through it, doesn't want to tip off it. So you can maybe move like just one left and just slow it down a little bit to see a bit more shape.
Maybe.
He gave the best bowler on the planet a maybe.
Yeah.
Here's an idea. If Belmo's giving you advice,
Yeah.
you go, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Keep it coming.
Yeah.
You got it. I'm going to do that.
Hey, Kyle just changed balls. Same result. He's up to 10 pin, 4 straight shots in a row.
4 in a row?
Yes,
Yes, Marshall.
4. That's what Randy said. Why isn't he listening to you?
Nobody listens to me, Rob.
I listen to you.
Except you.
I always got your back.
Thank you. His spare ball's getting a workout.
Sure is. It's exhausted. At least he brought his spare ball.
All right, shot. Good shot.
That's why you're the best in the business, my friend.
No, same ball.
Somewhere Kyle Troop's mom is ready to fire off a tweet to me, is my guess.
Absolutely.
Well,
Sherry is going to light you up.
She's awesome. I don't know why I was scrolling through her tweets today for some reason.
Yeah.
I think it's because I was a little worried that maybe she thought I was too harsh on baby boy the other night.
Yeah.
And I didn't think I was.
I don't think so. It was all good.
There was nothing out there. It's all good. And boy, she's out there promoting her son.
Oh, boy.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Oh, where's Gomez going?
He's going to get a spare ball.
All right. So that's where you're supposed to keep the spare ball?
Somewhere close by, yeah. Somewhere where it's handy to get to. And
so handy. That's what you're looking for in the spare ball? Handy.
Yeah.
All right. See, I'm still learning, Randy. Spare for Gomez.
Well, this has gotten real slow.
Boy, hasn't it?
Yeah, we haven't had a strike since the fourth frame for the world team.
All right, you know who's going to pick us up? Tom Daugherty. The U.S. can max at 227. Daugherty with the strike in the third. Here he is in the eighth, trying to extend the lead for the red, white, and blue. We haven't seen a strike from this team since the third frame.
Wow.
And it continues.
Good play. All right, spare it up. Come on, let's spare it up.
It's gotten real ugly. A lot of spares being shot at. This is the fourth 9-pin leave for the USA, and with a spare here, it'll be the fourth 9 spare in a row. He missed it.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
That's the hard part for that weight. I mean, when's the last time I had my thumb in that ball?
Last time you saw a spare?
Don Barrett off the long wait as we open up the ninth. World down 5, but working off a spare here in the foundation frame.
Pretty soft.
You know, getting back to Tom Daugherty missing that 10-pin, the last time he had his thumb in the ball was the second game, frame 3. It's been a long time since he put a thumb in the ball. Not that I'm making any excuses for him, but that's a good one to use.
If you're in the market for an excuse, Randy's got one for you.
Yeah.
Right. Dom covers that one.
All right. Too soft.
USA still in the lead after that open frame, leading by 8.
It's a tough lane.
And you heard Belmonte say it's a tough lane.
That left lane. It's been a bogey lane all week here.
Yeah, hasn't been the lane of choice for many. Yes. Are you kidding me?
Come on. Let it down. Let it down. Come on.
Does anybody know how much the left side of the lane hooks?
He might throw a backup ball at this.
At the 2 to slam it into the 10. Yep. That ball looks familiar. I think we had that in our flow bowling highlights.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, inaudible.
I'm gonna go for it.
Go for it.
Go for it.
He's going to throw. I think he might throw a backup ball. Yep, he is. Wow.
Back-to-back open frames.
Yeah, because that other one won't. That other one wouldn't hook at all.
Take a look at the comparison between Gomez and Belmonte. Belmonte, the blue ball, Gomez, the red ball. Blue ball out in front because Belmonte's throwing it faster. Break point within a board of each other. And that's the only similarity in those two shots. At the arrows, Belmonte a good 6 boards inside of Andres Gomez.
Belmo, the anchor. That's why he's in that position.
Look at that angle, 28 to 6. I used to play that angle when I was shooting a 10-pin.
Strike an 8 to shut out the U.S. He left the 7-10.
It was about, what, a month and a half ago where he left 2 of those against Simonsen to lose the Players' Championship in Columbus, Ohio.
How about some history tonight, Randy? Only 3 times on TV has the 7-10 been converted.
Yeah. He made one this week at the World Series of Bowling. Well, USA still needs a double. They need a double and 3 pins. See what EJ Tackett can do on this right lane, where not one player on his team has struck since frame 3, and that was Tom Daugherty.
Remember, Kid Clutch provided a double in the 10th of our opening game of our opening match to get the win. Must strike. And he does.
Wow, just used a can opener on that pocket.
One more, let's go, come on.
Halfway there.
Does it again on that right lane for the 2nd time tonight.
All right, stole that one, stole it. Fortunate.
Took advantage of the bad break that Belmonte gave them.
Just needs 3 pins.
That's what we got. That's what we got attacking Anchorman.
Hey. I got a new nickname for him. Can we call him Ron Burgundy? The Anchorman. Ooh. You like that?
Ooh, wait a second.
Give me a little knuckle.
Yeah,
give me some knuckles on that.
All right, the U.S. got the win that they needed. Game 2 of match 2. Coming your way next on FS1. Game 2 of match 1. Won by the World, so we had a roll-off. Simonsen with 8, Barrett with 10 on our 2nd ball roll-off. So the World went up 1-0. Match 2, game 1, just in the books. Belmonte trying to salt it away, instead left a 7-10. Kid Clutch steps up, needs a double, gets a double.
Let's go, baby.
234. Rather, 184 to 186. Hey, look at this. They made the sign already, Randy. That's fast. That's fast work.
Thank you.
That interweb out there, that www.com goes quickly, doesn't it? Match 2, game 2. Again, the U.S. must win, and should they win it, then we go to a 1-ball roll-off to see who wins the whole shooting match. O'Neal starts off with that offering. 4-7. Converted just about 92% of the time on the tour.
I finally threw a good one. I wasn't lined up. I threw that one. I'm like,
USA
that was good.
Having to pull this game on that pesky left lane, trying to even up this competition at 1 apiece.
All the wins have come on the right lane so far tonight. Sam Cooley. Gets all 10 to drop. Oh, an explosive celebration from Sam.
Pace yourself, Sammy.
Just one with the feet. Yeah.
Kyle Sherman remains in that 2 spot, but there has been a change. After him, it'll be Simonsen and then Daugherty. So nothing but ringing 10 pins, essentially, for Sherman.
4 in a row. They got it right into that spot, and it hooked early. If you don't get it to the spot, it goes 60 feet
That's the adjustment
without curving.
Trying to get a ball yeah. Yeah.
And once again, Sherman's spare ball getting a lot of action.
The spare ball is going to need to go in the hot tub with an ice down when the evening's over.
Yeah.
It'll need an ice bath.
Two different balls last game.
Pontus Andersson from Nacka, Sweden.
Nice.
The glove steps up. It's bowled in 25 different countries, Randy. I don't think I could name 25 different countries.
I know, right?
That was a good shot. Pretty good shot.
Thanks, all right.
Let's take a look at Randy's track technique tonight.
Yeah, and let's take a look at Pontus and what he does. Notice how that hand opens up at the top and then how he tucks it nicely under his shoulder at the bottom of the swing, fingers behind the ball. He does like to curve it.
Greg's back. Can we get the second playlist?
So now Anthony Simonsen in the 3 spot. He and Daugherty flip-flopped.
Simonsen looks like he can live in the wilderness for a bit.
What do you mean it looks like he can? He does.
He does?
Yeah. He dug a hole over there by the train depot.
Whatever.
Covered it up with some brush.
Am I moving?
Got some scrap kindling wood. He's been cooking franken beans on it. He's been foraging for his own berries and nuts.
Sorry.
I can't continue anymore.
Right here.
I'm done with
Hiding
that.
in balls.
I like Simonsen a lot. Don't misjudge it. Gomez.
Oh, man. Lucky only to leave the 2-pin as he got it into that lubricity in the middle part of the lane.
Wow. Just swing it too much, and it just never picked up. So
When you miss it, when you shape it in, you have to hit it.
Yeah.
Which is a bit scary.
I hear you.
You got to shape it.
Daugherty now rolling 4th.
Oh, boy.
All right, come on. Give a shot.
And you get it to that spot to the right too early, and it overhooks. Exactly what happened with Tom.
You half like that. You did like it.
Won't draw on it. Right through the nose, leaving the 3, 6, 7, 10. Get it over here, throw the 3 into the 7. Doesn't make it and loses count.
All right.
That hooked a lot. Yeah, that hooked a lot. That was a good shot.
Yeah. It looked like a good shot. It just got to the dry and overhooked.
I liked it the whole way.
I think when they show the replay,
You can see like where the freaking track is. Like your ball was like this.
So I got to move in.
I think everybody have to like. I have to because that was a good shot.
I mean, I thought it was good too.
Yeah.
You could just see it slow it down as it got there.
Don Barrett, the world team with a 14-pin advantage, working off a spare. There's a strike.
All right.
Tom Barrett's a hell of a bowler. He can do a lot with a bowling ball. He makes quality shots. He's just really, really good.
He's a better bowler than a dart player I learned the other night.
Can't play darts, can he?
Nope. Nope. They must feast on him back in Colchester, England, when he comes up to the dartboard.
He walks into the pub carrying his own case of darts.
Yeah, they come scrambling.
And it's just they
I got first game.
Yeah, they just all line up to the ATM. How about the left lane blues? If you don't get it to the spot, it's like it's on a sheet of ice for 60 feet. The players like to call this condition getting wet dry or cliffed, meaning if you get it to the right early, it overhooks like Daugherty's did. If you don't get it to the right, it goes too long like EJ Tackett's shot just did. It's a very difficult pattern to bowl on, and this is the way this left lane transitions, and we've seen it all week here at the World Series.
So how do you attack it?
I think what they'll do is they'll move farther left and open up their angles more and then slow their ball speed down.
You can see it was left of all the traffic.
Yeah. The anchor for the world team, who else? The top qualifier here, Jason Belmonte in the 5th. The lead will extend.
Yeah. In command now.
Must-win match for the world team, and they are doing just that through 5. We'll wrap it up when we return to Detroit. The PBA on FS1 is sponsored by Go Bowling. For promotional offers, tips to improve your game, news, or to locate a bowling center near you, log on to gobowling.com. Back just outside Detroit, Rob Stone, Randy Peterson, Kimberly Pressler with you. FS1's continuing coverage of the PBA. USA versus the world. Game 2 of match 2. Should the world win this game, we'll go to a one-ball roll-off to see who wins match 2. As we take a look at our Strike Track 3D.
Yeah, difference between O'Neill and Tackett. O'Neill the red, Tackett the blue. Tackett obviously throwing it faster. That's why it's out in front. O'Neill's break point a little bit farther to the right. And the entry angle fairly close within a board. And special thanks to our friends at Kegel and Brent Sims and Bob Ford that are with us each and every week, giving us all this great technical information. And that comes to us from Kegel and Specto. That is Strike Track, baby. That is not a strike.
4, 6, 7, 10.
Big 4 instead for Billy O.
Hey, how they liking that left lane?
Not much. Not much. They will not be sending it holiday cards.
Yeah, 3 splits in a row now. Left lane's become impossible, especially when you only get 2 shots on it.
I'm moving a foot.
Curious, that left lane, look, nothing's working.
Right.
So at some point, do you start discussing, let's start lofting it?
That's not a bad choice. It certainly would change the look.
Stoic Sam Cooley gets a strike.
Yeah, we need to fast forward now and get into the roll-off, because the world team is going to definitely tie up this match number 2. 57 pin deficit now for team for the USA team as Kyle Sherman steps up here in frame number 7. Max score 202.
Odds we see a ringing 10?
No,
this time.
Solid 9 instead.
Man. Well, at least he's got a winning smile.
Still got that great carry.
Last time he struck, Moby was a minnow.
Beautiful.
That was a long time ago.
5 9 spares in a row for Kyle. No, make it 6 with a conversion here. And 5 out of 6 all pocket hits. So it's not like he's throwing it all over the building.
Come on. Good work.
Get lined up.
Get lined up. Crushing this right now. Working on it.
The glove steps up.
The glove.
His best finish this season on the PBA Tour, 49th at the Go Bowling PBA Jonesboro Open. Young man on the road.
Yuck.
Trying to figure things out.
Yeah, that was super soft off his hand. That's all right. We're done.
Expected better than that, as the conversion rate on the 2-8-10 is less than 1%.
I didn't think that was so bad either.
Looked a little soft.
Simonsen to start the 8th. Took off his pelt and grabbed the bowling ball.
Finally.
Gets all 10 to go.
Right now they want to get lined up for a roll-off.
Right now, who's rolling it off? Is it Belmo versus Tackett in your eyes again?
I'll let you know after Tackett bowls the 10th frame.
If it's not Tackett, who are you thinking? Maybe Simonsen, right?
It would be
2 strikes here.
Yeah, it might be Simonsen who has the only strikes for the USA in this game.
Gomez, the Colombian native, lives now in South Florida. La bowling. Like about 4 pins converged to make a TP for a split second.
I caught that one.
A couple of them finally fell down. Look at them all hanging out together.
Yeah.
Boy, that 2 was close. Spare for Gomez. 42-pin lead for the world team.
I kind of caught it good.
Yeah, well, we'll take nice fair.
We'll see.
192 max score now for the USA. 224 max for Team World.
Daugherty, the native of Riverview, Florida, just outside Tampa. He's about ready for this competition to end.
And they really wish they were on the right lane right now. Although the right lane's not looking...
Not much better.
Great. That was a strike ball. That was a test ball.
Max, I wasn't trying to make it.
There's a method to our madness.
Marshall Holman, the team captain, manager.
All right.
Terrible.
Explain to the crowd. Yeah, if you're new to bowling and you watch that,
I got 16 and 4 shots.
You pull yourself back and catch your breath going, what happened? Getting floating out a test there. See if something might work on that left lane. Should he be called on? Next time you would see Daugherty, if he does roll again, will be for a roll-off.
Yeah.
So Barrett with the strike, and that locks this one up. So they have confirmed a win here, which means we're going to fast-track things. Tackett steps up and fires. But all this is leading to at least one-ball roll-off. We might actually have 2 one-ball roll-offs. If the world wins the first one-ball roll-off, they win the competition.
Yep.
If they don't, the USA wins match 2, forcing a one-ball roll-off to win the U.S. versus the world competition. Simple.
Yeah, what Rob said.
Belmo drops them. Marshall Holman trotting on over, getting the details on what's about to transpire here.
Yeah, I think he's given his
At least
lineup.
we got halfway to 300.
He's probably going to use EJ Tackett for the first shot.
It's Tackett or Simonsen you would have to think for the U.S. team.
I'm going to try.
It might be. You might want to think about going with Simonsen.
Wow.
Oh, my goodness.
That one came back from Windsor.
Yeah. Brought its passport with it. Let's take a look at your roll-off rules. And this is to win match 2. The U.S. must win to force a roll-off to win the championship.
Both teams will choose one player.
EJ Tackett for USA.
If these two players tie, their captains will choose another player.
These two met in a roll-off at the conclusion of match 1. They both struck. Rut row.
Either one for the win. Jason Belmonte.
That lane is so brutal.
Belmo only needs 8, and this will give the world team their first ever USA versus the world title. The world's best player for the win. He's done it.
The world has won.
All right, boys.
That's over hard. Team up.
Yeah, guys.
The world wins one. Oh, yeah.
And there it is, Samueletto Monticelli lifting the hardware. We come your way next Monday, April 1st. Not an April Fool's joke. Instead, it's a major, the USBC Masters, live 9 Eastern on FS1. It's also streaming on the Fox Sports app. Monticelli